What is up YouTube, Game888 here, and I'm back again with some dueling book videos for my Traptrix in-depth series. Now for this video I am going to do 3 quick videos after each other. I'm just gonna let them play out on fast forward, and I'm only going to stop for important decisionary, just so you can get why I did something. But these 3 matchups are, well, they won't come up during a regional or YCS, I guess. The matches itself are against Dinosaur, they're against Dinomorphia, and it's against Drytron. So all 3 good decks that Traptrix kind of struggle against sometimes, and I just want to show that you can definitely beat them if you keep yourself on the game plan. And so yeah, let's get into this first one. Now, in the first one, I do let's show both hands so you can enjoy what we're doing. It's against Dinosaur, and I got to go first. Against the Drytron, I believe I go second, so it's not all me going first, of course. But yeah, so the game plan going first, of course, is to set up a Rafflesia if I can, because I had Parallel Exceed for a possible nip, and I can just go full out. You can see it right here. I have options enough. I go for Time Thief Redoer, I still have Arachno Campa for Pinguicola, I get another Surge, 2 back row, 3 Exceeds, that's a lot. And he's actually going to try and play through it. So he's going to go Fossil Dig, he has 2. He has a Call by the Grave, so has really good options against hand traps. Archosaur, he's just going to try and go for the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. And as you can see, I'm going to Impum the little dino, and I'm going to Gravediggers the Miscellaneousaurus twice. Both the hand effect and the grave effect, because I hate Miscellaneousaurus. That card is at 1, so they don't have it anymore. I Gravedigger it twice and it's just gone, and that's game 1. You just stop it there. Game 2, like you can already see the evenly, and I didn't see the evenly, so yeah. I'm gonna go make my board. I didn't know he was going to let me go first. I thought he was just gonna go first. Dinosaur can definitely do both, but yeah. I just end on Bagooska, Serra, and Arachno Campa, and I think, okay, maybe I can do something. That Bagooska is pretty powerful. Then he goes Bellface, even these B, and I'm like, okay, just keep the Bagooska. Keep the Bagooska. It was a hard choice because, of course, like, I'm gonna stop at 1 second. If you go Serra effect after the evenly, you get another set, a special, you get another set, you get some resources. But I still have the Dionea, and with Dionea, I can always try to recover. The Bagooska on the board makes sure that he can't do anything if he doesn't play the right link monsters. And as we're going to see, he is like, he's on a more pure dinosaur build than you'll ever see. So he's gonna go fuse into the Transcendosaurus even, Petit Pteranodon, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and he ends on a Frostosaurus. Like, I was expecting the Pancratops right here, because if Bagooska goes, at least the Pancratops goes. And so I think already, okay, if he summons Pancratops, Dionea, summons Serra crash into the Pancratops at least, and that is already gone. Bagooska is going to stay for another 2 turns, so I have some time. And this doesn't happen. He summons Frostosaurus, I don't mind, and I drop Arachno Campa, so that means that Serra Arachno Campa is a valid way to start your turn. And right here, he ended his turn again, and in the end phase, I just get all of this. And it's really easy, because then it comes to me, the Bagooska loses his last material, and I can just go off. So I'm gonna go over the last place. He already left, but I wanted to show you guys still. So right here you can see me do this. SP Little Knight on the conductor, I believe, so it's gone. Then after the conductor would be gone, I switch the Bagooska to attack position. So I can go into Oedipus. Oedipus has 2800 attack, so I can crash over the either one of these that I want. And then in main phase 2, I can use the effect to destroy the other one. Now it is important to say that the Gigantozauler, if this card is destroyed, shuffle 1 normal monster from your grave to the deck, then special summon this card. So you want to destroy this first. So go battle phase first, attack over this, Baguska attack over the Frostosaurus. Serra attack directly for some damage already. I still have the Trapping Grave, so I don't need to banish it. I have this for a Pudica, Dionea, or a Mantis play next turn, or an Arachnocampa to protect my Infinite Impermanence. And on that note, I have Imperm Ash Blossom still. And I can still go a little bit further, because with the Baguska, maybe I don't want to destroy it. So I might be able to link further off, but I don't think I have to do anything here. I do believe the Holotea was used last turn, so I can even go Holotea still in this turn to special summon it and link that way. I mean, there's a couple of options, so yeah. That was the first game. Now let's go into the second one. Show both hands. And this is against Dinomorphia. And you can already see this hand. I'm happy that I went first. So yeah, let's go. Standard combo, once again, Mantis into Arachnocampa. It's really fun to do. You get Holotea, I can set the Imperm. I don't even need the special summon effect. I just like it as it is. He didn't even draw unlock my Mantis. Like, he knows that draw unlock after the Mantis isn't necessarily great. If you go Mantis, search Myrmelio, then it is good, because you know they probably have the Garden still. So yeah. But right here, end phase, I get to go Holotea, and Myrmelio pop something, and I happen to pop the Rivalry, so that's really good. All the options to pop were good. If I popped his Traptrix, he couldn't get anything that he wanted. If I popped his Dinomorphia, he didn't have any Dinomorphia plays, and if I popped his Judgment, the Judgment would be gone. So all options were really good. Right here, I go Time Thief Redoer. He's going to Judgment it. Okay, it's fine by me. I just want my Myrmelio gone. So I go Holotea into Myrmelio. He's chaining Traptrix, chaining Dinomorphia, and I chain Ash to that. So he only has his Frenzy left. So I go Serra Chainlink 1, Frenzy Chainlink 2, basically. And then he has the Kentragina, and he tries to go into the big Dino, into the T-Rex. But I still have my Imperm, so this is basically just going to be game. The summon limit, the summon limit field spell as well. It's a mandatory trigger on the third successful summon. So you can just go on that summon, you summon SP, and then the field spell triggers, and you chain SP, banishing the field spell, so it doesn't resolve, and then you can just keep on playing. So I was talking with him in the chat about the working of that summon limit field spell, because we both weren't really sure. But we came to the consensus that was the deal, so yeah. Game 2, you can already see his hand. Solemn Strike, Solemn Judgment, and then Ferret Flames for some reason. But like 3 Solemns, and I only have 1 Traptrix monster. And as we saw in a previous video of mine, Traptrix don't like Solemn Judgments because you aren't really immune for them. And we're just gonna go, let him go full combo, sets 5. I think, okay, Ash it, Strike. Okay, that's one thing. That's already terrible. I'm gonna go Strike. Oh, Serra Strike. Again, right here, I probably could have kept both of these in hand. Because I knew he was going to use his Kentragina either way. And because he only had 1 Dinomorphia trap in his graveyard, I would have stopped the Rex from coming out. But he still had another Solemn Judgment as well, so... I mean, yeah, he had everything going first, as did I in the first game, so yeah. And then we're going to the third game, and yeah, this hand's actually like the same. We have Mantis with Arachnocampa again, we have Cosmic Cyclone to pop a spell or trap, we have Garden for an additional summon, so it's really good. And we're going to see, I searched Myrmelio, and because I searched Myrmelio, he's actually going to drop the draw lock. As I said before, if this is the case, it's probably a Garden play, so that's really a good thing to do. Serra, Arachnocampa, set Holotea again. I'm going to go Garden for protection and set the Cosmic Cyclone. So yeah, he's already complaining about the disadvantage that he has against Traptrix. I don't know about that. Big ass monsters, access to skill drain, stuff like that. It's definitely a problem for this deck, for Traptrix. He's gonna go Prosperity, gets the Iron Thunder. This is kind of like his mistake, that he set everything and then he goes Prosperity into Iron Thunder. So I know that this is the Iron Thunder either way. Even if he sends it from his hand or he just does it like this by accident, I know that it is this. And I want the Iron Thunder gone at the very least. So he sets his monster, and in the end phase I'm just gonna go Holotea, special Myrmelio, gonna pop the Iron Thunder, and then I use the Cosmic Cyclone on the far left, which is the Dinomorphia domain. If we see what he has left, he's left with a skill drain and a mind drain. I don't mind either of these, to be honest. I already have my Serra set up, so yeah, I definitely have some things to work with. And because my Myrmelio went off, I also get my Serra effect to set something. So I got Holotea for my next turn, and then because Serra is still live, I definitely have some outs for skill drain or mind drain. I can just OTK basically, I think, even through those cards. So yeah, that was the second battle. Let's go into the third one. So the third one, oh, show both hands, and as we can see, like Drytron, he opened the Cyber Emergency for a Alpha. So he has Alpha, Delta, Gamma, and Zeta. He has all four on top of an Ash Blossom. This hand's gonna go nuts. I only have an Imperm to stop this. That's not gonna be enough. Let me tell you. And I don't know what Drytron wants to do these days, so I think like, okay, let him play it out. Let's see what he does. And then he goes Benton Surge Vanity's Ruler, so I'm like, oh, that's a problem. Even if I had Nip, I couldn't nip him anymore. Like, Nip Imperm would definitely work, so this is something that I keep in mind for Game 2 and Game 3. I can go Nip Imperm, Nip Veiler, stuff like that. So yeah. I probably also don't want to wait too long, because this thing, the Drytron Mu Beta Fafnir, can negate spells and traps as soon as they have a ritual machine monster on the field. So if they summon this thing in the graveyard to the Draconids, then the Fafnir is a spell or trap negate. He actually makes his best board that he can. He even searched the Herald of Orange Light, searched Natasha for next turn, and here he goes for IP Masquerena. So this board is crazy. It does so much. I have an Imperm to negate the Vanity's Ruler, but he has the Fafnir for that. If I had a second Imperm or something to stop this, then it would have actually been possible for me to try and break this board, because I had the Pudica, Mantis, Parallel Exceed, and Trap Hole combo. But then there's also like Ash and Herald in his hand still. So, I mean, I don't think I could have broken this at all. I even said it in the like right here in the chat. Let's make that game one easy. I was one card off trying to break it. It's true, I could have tried and broke it, but there still was some problem cards with the Ash in the hand. I knew the Herald, but the Ash would have just sealed the deal, I think. So let's go into game 2, and I get to start. So let's make this board, and as you can see, once again, Mantis Arachnocampa, and I see the Parallel Exceed, so that's actually double thumbs up. Really good hand. Ghost Bell on top of it. Ghost Bell is really good against Drytron when they try to special summon from the graveyard. You just negate that. And since they use a card in hand as a cost, it just gets rid of 2 resources at that point. And as you can see, my turn ends here on a pretty nice board, if I have to say so. I still have Arachnocampa in hand, so this Pinguicula is actually going to search follow-up this time. And I'm ending on Serra, Rafflesia, Pinguicula, and protection for my Gravedigger Trap Hole. Now I'm already thinking, okay, I have Bell, I have double Gravedigger Trap Hole with the Rafflesia, those things. So I have 3 opportunities to stop his Drytrons. So he basically needs all 4 names to try and do something. But to be able to resolve all 4 names, he also needs 4 cards. So this is probably not going to go in his favor at that point. He has the Infinite Impermanence, but it doesn't do much because these 3 are unaffected. Sure, you can use it on the Arachnocampa, but then my Serra might just trigger, so there's always that. Also note that I have Holotea in my graveyard with, well, really nothing, to be honest. But it's good for follow-up, so yeah, there's always that as well. He's gonna try and play using the Alpha. Because it's a hand effect, I'm just going to negate it with the Gravediggers. Then he's going to ditch the Alpha for the Gamma, and I'm going to Bell that. And as you can see in his hand, he has Alpha, he has another Gamma, so those can't use it anymore. And then an Imperm, which is useless, and then a Natasha that is useless. So this is basically gonna be game 2, and he admitted it. Wow. Then game 3. I already know what kind of combo deck this can do, and I sided in like all the hand traps. I sided in Skullmeister as well because the Grave Effect negation is really good. I have my bells. I think I even sided in the Ogres because if he has the Fafnir, I can just destroy the Fafnir once it searches, so I can still nip if he has anything else. But in general, like, I only opened the nip. Yeah, Nibiru is good in this matchup, but if he has the right hand, this can really backfire. He opens up using the Zara though to surge the ritual spell, and then goes Gamma. So I noticed that he doesn't have Zara, he doesn't have Alpha or Benton yet. So this is actually good. He doesn't have any of the real searchers. So he goes with the Fafnir, and I'm thinking, okay, let's see what he's going to do. He's going to send the Alpha Sauravis to the graveyard, so I know this isn't an option anymore for him. He can't negate my targeting effects. And I see him surge this. A More Factor Pain, the Imagination Drake Overlord. Crazy card, to be honest. This thing, if you read it, if this card is ritual summoned, skip the main phase 1 of your opponent's next turn. Negate the effects of Fusion, Synchro, and Exceeds monsters while they are on the field. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, add 1 Drake Overlord except itself. That doesn't matter. So when it's on the field, it's a negation for Fusion, Synchro, and Exceeds, which is already really good against Traptrix because it negates all my Exceed monsters as a continuous effect. So even Baguska is negated. If he summons it, I'll have to skip my main phase 1. Go straight into the battle phase. I won't be able to attack over any of his monsters that way, and that's actually annoying. And then because it's gonna be main phase 2, he's gonna, like, I won't be able to break his board, and he can just OTK me from there. So that's basically his game plan. What is my game plan? I know he has this in his hand, the More Factor Pain. I know he has the Ritual spell and 1 unknown card. I know there aren't 2 fairies, so no Herald at the very least. I know he doesn't have a negate for monsters because this, the Fafnir, only negates spells and traps when he has another machine ritual in the field. I'm just gonna Nibiru. I'm just gonna nip this field away. And I am even going to wait for the ritual spell to be activated. Because if he activates this and I nip right there, at the very least I get a nip on the field with 3000 attack to be able, if he still had another monster, to summon the Amor Factor Pain, then we go up to battle phase and I can ram over this Amor Factor Pain. So that was my game plan basically, and I go for that. He goes for the ritual spell. Let's see, I go nip, and his entire field is just gone, and yeah, he has nothing. And then he has to go triple tactics talents. He can look at my hand if he wants, but I still have 3 cards, 4 with a draw. I can still do a lot. So what he is going to do actually is he's going to draw, and he draws double Drone Lockbird, and that's not going to help him. It's only going to stall me, and the stall is kind of real because Drone Lockbird, it's a good card to stall. But as you're going to see, I'm going to go Field Spell, Mantis, which is amazing. Sergio Arachnocampa, he's going to draw because he needs to. He has no other choice if he wants to survive. But in this situation where we are right now, this game plan, it's really easy for me. I can go, you can see it right here. This is my field right now. I have Serra, Arachnocampa, Dionea, Holotea, and Nibiru the Primal Being. This token has 0 defense. That doesn't really matter. I can just, like, right here, I can go Pinguicula. I choose for Pinguicula because if I attacked with the Holotea onto the 0 defense token, Serra plus Arachnocampa is only 2100 attack points, while this is 25. So if I attack with a Serra onto it, it's a little bit more damage with Pinguicula. So right here, Pinguicula, Dionea, Nibiru, and that's actually 7200. So I put him at 800. Guess what, guys? Traptrix can do burn damage. All his cards activate in the graveyard. His entire follow-up system is in his graveyard, and I have a Gravedigger's Trap Hole. So I'm just gonna go right into that as well. So as you can see, I'm just gonna play straight into that. I'm gonna go Garden, banish the Nip, special Mantis, and then use Mantis to recycle my Gravedigger's Trap Hole just to be sure that I can still keep it. I want it 100%. Go into my own Rafflesia right here, because Rafflesia still has a Gravedigger's Trap Hole in the deck. So I have two options for Gravediggers. And yeah, the first one he activates. I'm just gonna go Rafflesia, Gravediggers, and it's GG. So yeah, that's it for these 3 games. If you like this setup more, even for meta decks, you can always hit me up in the comments. It's a thing that I can definitely see myself doing, like 3 of these videos, 3 of these games in one video, maybe better, because you can slow down to see the plays in between anyways. But yeah, tell me what you want to see, and yeah, see you guys in the next one. Ciao.